Hail, Reckoners, and welcome back. Today's indie game is The Swindle. This is a two-dimensional platforming heist kind of game. It's also a roguelike with some RPG elements. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about this game, so we're gonna start playing, and I'm gonna try and talk and play at the same time as I do. There's some backstory, so let's get that. London, 1849. In 100 days, Scotland Yard will activate their breakthrough artificial intelligence technology, codenamed the Devil's Basilisk. Its surveillance capabilities will be total. If the project is completed, your career as a master burglar will be untenable. Steal it before that can happen. You have 100 days. That's it. Okay. So we play as a series of thieves. We're kind of like the owner of this Zeppelin, and we outfit these thieves, and they go out and do heists. And so we can look at the talent trees, and we can descend to do heists. Right now, we can only do level 0 security things. The slums. So, the crux of my main beef with this game is that right now at level 0, all I can do is jump and swing my club. And that's really, really boring. And you have 100 days, so look at that. 100 days. And if it wasn't, I think if it wasn't for that 100 days, I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of time grinding in the beginning. It's just really boring in the beginning, and also all of these levels are randomly generated. So the slums is never going to be the same any 2 times I go to it. And occasionally you can get generated levels which have things in it that you just really can't even do because you didn't buy the right skills or whatever. And in some ways that's good. I can't hack. Hacking's where you get all your money. So, I did everything I could do, which is basically nothing. And that was that. So fun. Gosh dang. Yeah, basically right now we just do that, go in and get money lying on the ground until we have enough to afford the hacking skill. And so I think that would also, something that would make this game a lot more bearable for me is if you started out with a handful of these skills that are essential to play the game. Because the game, late game, it's actually really fun. Like, I love the late game. There's a lot of stuff going for it. And I do like having to decide how to prioritize which abilities you want. I just think at the beginning, when you can't do anything, it's stupid boring. So we need $100 first. So that's gonna be like 3 or 4 more days. I don't know. The farthest, so I've done 2 runs so far. And the farthest I've gotten was security level 4. You can sneak, I guess, but it doesn't really matter because until you get to a higher level security where you have enemies that care about music, or not music, sound. You know, they hear you and that kind of thing. Ah! I made a mistake. So now we have to escape because the cops are going to come and get us. And by escape, we need to get back to our thing. Let's get this money. Cops should take a long time to get here. Hopefully. We may not be able to make it back. Just because we don't have a lot of, speed and abilities with this yet. Okay, but we made it back. Good, good, good. Every time you accomplish a heist, which is defined as hacking all of the computers on that level, you get experience for this avatar. And experience is a multiplier for how much money you get at the end of the heist. So you don't even gain experience until you can start hacking things. It's just, I don't know. There's some fundamental problems, I think. The biggest problem though is just kind of the platforming in this game. Because you can wall jump. I've been wall jumping. It's a key feature of this game is the ability to wall jump, and it's just not handled well. I have a hard time doing some simple things, like because you kind of have a fixed jump. You don't have a variable jump. I think that'll be another thing that'd fix a lot of problems. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on this game. After the first time I played through it, and for most of the second time I played through it, I was really just not having a fun time and kind of thinking, like, I wasted my money. Come on. It's fine though. We have enough money for hacking, so we can leave. But at the end of the second playthrough, I'd been doing a lot better, and I'd figured out some abilities that made things a lot better. So I don't know. The faster you can get to that late game, the better. That end game. So the first thing we're gonna do is get hacking. Hacking is key. I'll show you that. I'll do a quick rundown of abilities. So we have agility, where we have each of these will buy an extra jump. This will increase your speed. This will help you cling to walls. This will be quieter. This lets so you don't take fall damage, which will you don't have health in this game, so anything that damages you kills you, and that's also super frustrating. Because when you die, you lose all your experience on that avatar, so you lose your multiplier. So we have this, which lets us do hacking things, and each one lets us hack a different thing, because as you get more difficult, there's more things to hack. This second one increases hacking speed. This one lets you get more money per hack on a machine. This one lets you deal more melee damage. This one lets you break windows. This one lets you look around, because right now the camera's fixed to you. This one lets you look around a little bit. This one's a teleporter, which you've seen in the trailers probably. I haven't used it because it costs $350,000. Tools, we have bombs, which destroy all the adjacent blocks in the square surrounding them, and lets you upgrade it to make it bigger. This lets you lay them down faster. This gives you 3 seconds of invulnerability, up to 6, up to 9, or 10, sorry. This lets that recharge faster. This means you're seen. These bugs I found, these are super important. They drastically increase your money gains, so you need that. The remote detonator lets you detonate mines from a distance. Normally you have to hack mines, which is a little mini game, which is super aggravating, because if you fail the minigame, the mine blows up and kills you instantly, and it's dumb. This lets you temporarily confuse robots, so they'll attack each other. They'll still attack you, but they'll attack each other, which is nice for clearing out rooms and making so there's only one robot to deal with for the most part. Although you can't hack all kinds of robots, so sometimes there's more than one. But it makes it easier, is the point. Local EMP, this knocks out everything, most everything. You have to be careful when you use it, because you can knock out a computer before you hack it. These are all goggle upgrades, and they're very useful. This one lets you know if you're making noise. This one it has a little compass arrow kind of thing, which points to computers on the level. This one points to security rooms, which we haven't seen yet. This one puts information on the side for how much total money is available in the level and how many security rooms there are in the level. This upgrades your Zeppelin, which is lets you unlock new security levels to go to. This one, Scotland Yard, gives you a hacking station in your Zeppelin, and what that lets you do is it spends money to gain extra days. So you have 100 days, you can spend money to get more days. The amount of money it takes per day goes up over time, though, so you can't just do it forever, because if you're making enough money. But I mean, you need it to beat the game, I think. I mean, beating less than 100 days would be hard. I'm sure someone's going to do it eventually, but that helps. This is important because it increases the time it takes police to respond, which isn't going to be a problem for a while, but once we get to higher difficulties, the police will respond very quickly, which is annoying. I don't really know what pod Steam Purge does. I guess if the police come and surround your pod, it gets rid of them somehow. Hasn't really happened to me ever. I almost always get out before the police arrive, and if I do, I can usually avoid them. If I don't, the scrapyard. Oh, I see the scrapyard does. That's what. Okay, scrapyard. When you take out a robot, you get extra money, which is cool. Right into your bank. Not even... So, the way we have hacking. So the way money works is... You will see in the top, we have haul and we have bank. Haul is how much money I collect in this mission. If this character dies, I lose the entire haul. If I make it back, it goes into my bank. Certain other revenue streams, like the scrapyard or the bug, put money directly into your bank, which is nice. Obviously those yellow bars are there. How? Okay, so this kind of highlights another problem I have with this game. It's not... Most stealth games have logic in them that makes sense in a real-world application. Here, there's doesn't really make sense. Like, so, watch how I take out this room full of robots. It's just kind of dumb. Because they pivot on a spot. That yellow thing, that yellow square in front of them is the only thing they notice. And I can just kind of run along, just knocking guys out, because they don't have ears, apparently. And you can open and close doors right in front of them, and that's just kind of dumb. There's a slight cooldown between your swings, and those flying guys, who they blink, they're invulnerable during that, so you're for them to regain color and you can just knock them right out. Right now we're trying to find computers to hack. I'm really bad at the descending attack. Like if I'm up here, let's say I was up here where I am now, and there's a robot down here, I have a really hard time descending and attacking. Frequently what'll happen is I will hit them, and they will also see and maybe even hit me. Took him out, that's good. I don't think I can get that. There's a pile of money right there I kind of want. Oh, come on! You didn't grab onto the edge? It was right there! Just didn't feel like it? That's too easy. That's it. Right, the beginning of the game is just so not fun. Like, my next order of business is to buy the double jump, so that way, at the very least, I can jump before hitting the ground. But even that's not perfect. It's just... like, I can't even get up there without the double jump. See, it's just... so much of the game is blocked to me, and this beginningness full of tediousness. Maybe they'll... I don't know if they can patch this. I'm not sure how much of it is inherent in the game. Well, I took them out. The only way for me to progress right now is to smash that window, take out that guy, which I can do. It's not easy. Okay, we did it. It's gonna be hard. I gotta time it so he turns around. I gotta avoid the spikes. Can't get seen by him. Okay, that went well. Take this guy out. Bam! Close the door again. Wait for this guy to come up. When I first saw these guys right here, I thought they were cat robots for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, take you out. And no matter what, if you ever see this situation right here, where you have two spikes with a guy in the middle just turning in place, with that guy's not too bad because his vision thing is really small, but it's super hard to take those guys out. Like I don't even know how to do it without like an EMP blast or something. It's ridiculous what they expect me to put up with. Take out the flying guy first. He's not gonna come back, is he? Got him. I'm so good. Can we get to a computer in this heist? Nope, we're gonna run the spikes because we didn't feel like jumping. Fantastic. Yeah, I think I'll fast forward until I have a few more abilities. There's core abilities I can show the game actually being fun. Actually, brief aside, two things that occurred to me. One, I don't like how robots don't notice dead robots flying past them. Two, here's what the hacking minigame looks like. You hold down a button, and just respond to this. Now, if you fail these, I don't think anything happens. Really, this is just a speed barrier, so if you're trying to, like, if robots come in for you, you're gonna do it as fast as possible. But with certain other things, most notably landmines and security rooms, if you fail, landmine will kill you, security room will set off an alarm like that. If an alarm goes off, you can still hack a computer. Once the alarm goes off, the computers start losing value because they're like dumping their funds in like an offshore account or whatever. I'm not sure what the in-game explanation for it is, but you know, it's not. You can still do some stuff. I just have to leave as fast as possible to avoid the police. So here's another example of, I think, what may be the biggest problem with this game is because all the mechanical things, I mean, they're annoying. All of the level up things can be annoying. But what really bothers me is the random level generation. So look at that, 2 spikes in a row. I can't get by that. It's really, really easy, especially in the beginning of the game, to get yourself into positions you can't get out of. And I like that abstractly, but it happens a lot. And you'll sometimes see levels that you just can't even get to. Like, I've seen, like, 1 square rooms with a door in them. Like, it's just, the randomness, it's too random sometimes. It's just it's to the point of nonsensicality. And I think, so that could be really tightened up, I think. It's had some sort of heuristics, or, not really, heuristics isn't the right word, I don't know, logic to the level generation. That's a good falling attack. Better than you typically see out of me. Here's another example. It's nigh impossible. Not literally. I've done it before once, got lucky. But it's nigh impossible to get past that right there. I had to land on the edge at the right time to hit him, but not so far from the edge that I detonate the landmine. So we're just gonna go a different way. Oh god, but the controls are so dumb. I can't even get off the wall sometimes. Windows are just the worst in this game. You can't... It's easy to overshoot them. It's hard to let go of them. Look at that! I just friggin... God dang it! Get off the window! Shouldn't be that hard! Just pull yourself over the edge. Okay, now I've gotten... It's been, 17 days. I'm not sure what day I left you on. Or I started fast forwarding on. But I've just obtained... Alright, in total I have obtained the second jump and bombs. Which is a good enough toolbox that if I'm careful and a little bit lucky, I can complete a heist. I'm not sure if it showed it yet, but I have completed 2 heists on this guy. So, 2 heists doesn't mean I didn't die on 2 heists, it means I got 100%, all the machines on a heist on the guy. So, holy crap, this is hard. I'm not sure how to get these. It's extra stuff. I could plant a bomb. It's always a fun option. I don't really know where I'd do it here, though. Oh, just hit it, just hit it, just hit it, just hit it. Nope, don't want to feel like hitting it. Okay, good. I think the trick here is going to be... not that. Oh well, let's get some stuff. And so that's just luck. Or bad luck, rather. I don't know how I would have handled that. Oh my goodness, spikes. Yeah, even like, let's say I had all the abilities I've ever had in that situation. What would I have done? I guess if I had some of the 100,000-pound skills, I could have gotten through with it. But look, I mean, so we're getting 1.4 times money, so we're getting money pretty quick. But I think this gives you a pretty good taste of what the game is. As far as the upgrades go, I do really like the idea that you as a player have to decide what you think is tactically a better decision to get at any given moment. That is good. I just think that the combination of crucial skills and the random level generation kind of necessitating you have to have a certain number of skills really is kind of diametrically opposed, and it doesn't really come off. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like I'm wishy-washy on this. I don't think I like this game at the end of the day. I like it enough that I am definitely going to be playing it for a little bit more, to see if I can overcome a learning curve or maybe break through and start liking it, but it's just not quite there for me. Like, if I compare it to other heist games like, Gunbolt or Deadbolt, or I'm thinking of the 2D heist games. I don't know, there's Hotline Miami-ish, it's a little more violent one. But, I mean, those are all non-random, so they can get around this problem. And I think that's why I like them a little better. They're more like a puzzle game. I think that's what I like about Heist, is kind of like, oh, you're thinking through how to do things better. And you get a little bit of this, but then I compare it to other roguelike games, like Binding of Isaac is my favorite roguelike game, and that's a little better because it's faster. Like, the time in this game, between one duration of a game, 100-day thing, takes several hours. And so, it's just daunting to have to start one over again. It's a bit like FTL that way, I guess, where at the you're trying to train up for that big thing at the end, which is kind of cool. But then also, unlike FTL or Binding of Isaac, there's nothing to unlock to roll over between games, and I really like a sense of progression, which you might be saying, Foehamner, if you want progression, why are you playing a roguelike? And that's a valid point. However, my favorite roguelikes do have some little progression in them, which is why they're likes and not pure roguelikes. Anyway, I don't know, I wish I was a little more better at articulating it, or even a little more decisive about this, but at the end of the day, to repeat myself, I'm disappointed in this game. That being said, it is only like $11 on Steam, so, it's worth trying out if you think you're on the fence at all. Definitely let me know if you do. I'd love to kind of discuss this, maybe help myself come to some sort of more definitive conclusion. But we'll see. If you want me to play more, I will definitely play more. I can show you a full run through, or even later game stuff. I might be streaming this. This seems like a good stream game, just because there's a lot of stuff in the middle where I'm just farming, you know, kind of pointless runs, nothing as grandiose, and a lot of frustration where I trip an alarm in the beginning and just lose an entire day, so that might be it. This game's more frustration inducing than most other games I play, and I blame it on that 100-day limit, and a little bit on the mechanics, but mostly that 100-day limit, because if I blow a day in the beginning, if I didn't feel like I was actually losing something, I mean, it does add urgency, it's important, it's a vital part of the game. I'm rambling now. Anyway, even if you don't play the game, please let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know if you want me to take a more definitive stance. Like, this is my first video that I've done going into a game that I knew I had negative opinions about. Because I played it before, and it's like, should I do an LP about this? It's like, I kind of want to, because this game has a lot of things going for it, and I think it's just a small number of things wrong. Unfortunately, that small number of things are very important to the experience and my enjoyment of the game, so I kind of want people know to get their opinions on my opinions, I guess. I don't know. Please comment if you have anything to say about this, anything to ridicule me, saying I'm doing something wrong that'd make this game easier or funner or whatever. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.